Oh my god, he just got shit on. Oh my god, did you see that? Now, one of the most important aspects to editing a Fortnite montage, or any montage in general, is making sure your clips are synced on beat. And what that means is effectively is have a kill on beat to your music. It's so good to watch, and it just shows that you actually know what you're doing in regards to editing. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how you can sync your clips using Sharefactory. But obviously, if you know how Sharefactory works in comparison to your editing software, then you'll still know what to do. So hopefully this tutorial still helps you even if you edit on PC. So yeah. Okay, so I have the clip that I want to use and I have the song that I want to use. And essentially what I'm going to do is just play what I've got so far. All I've done is add the clip and add the music, nothing else. So this is effectively where you'll be after you add the clips and the music. So as you can see, it's not on beat, there's no actual beat to the music, blah blah blah. Now one little tip you can do, if you press square and go to edit music, you can actually sort of see the volume levels. So as you can see, this is where the song starts to pick up in terms of how loud it is. So I'll play this little bit now. As you can see, around here is our first beat drop, meaning for the first 20 seconds we have no sort of suitable piece of the music to actually have a clip on, because you obviously, like I said, you want your shots to be on that sort of beat drop, if that makes sense. So essentially you have 20 seconds to kill. Now, one massive tip is if you have a bit of a song that isn't very loud, it's the perfect time to have either an intro or cinematics. In this case, we're going to have cinematics. So what I'm going to do is I already have some pre-made ones that I've used in the past. So for example, I'm going to use this one, and I'm also going to use the one that I got at the agency. Yeah, so this one here. So I'm going to add these, and now as you can see, almost perfectly timed, around 20 seconds in, we have cinematics. So this is effectively where the beat drop is. So obviously we need to kill maybe 5 seconds of this. So what we can do is, I feel like this clip's the longer one out of the two, so we're going to trim around 2 seconds of this, and then we're going to trim around 2 seconds of this one, and effectively let's just see what we've got so far. So as you can see, the shot is just slightly too long. So what we can do is effectively make the previous clip the split a bit longer, which should hopefully bring the pump shot on this clip back, so it's on beat. And boom, you already have your first clip on beat. So this is all perfect. Now effectively, what you want to do is obviously customize these to make them look as good as possible. But what you can do is add, well, I mean, it depends where you're sort of at with Sharefactory. I used to go for a phase where I'd always add a screen shake, but now I can add like flashes and stuff like that. So effectively I'm going to get to the bit where I'm about to shoot. So add track 2, I'm going to add my green screen white flash effect. I'm going to full screen it. I'm going to make it green screen. Now I just want to apologise, by the way, because I used these in my recent montage and a lot of people really didn't like how bright it was, and I genuinely do apologise for that. But as you can see, I just added an inverted filter, which, if I'm not mistaken, apologies for knocking my microphone just then, if I'm not mistaken, should actually make the flash black rather than white, and as you can see, it does. So now, when you go back at it, this is what we have. So the next issue is the flash isn't on beat, so we need to move it back a little bit. And I'm also going to take a little bit off the end, the 2, because I don't want it to be like too, you know, too flashy. So it's one of this thing, like at this point it's more just trial and error, just keep replaying it until everything's on beat. So that's quite good. I would personally want the flash to be a little bit forward. I'm quite happy with that, if I'm being completely honest, you know. And yeah, now all we need to do is just customize cinematics. Now, in my recent editing tutorial, I said that with cinematics, it's very helpful, in my opinion, if you add the aspect 2.401 layout to it. It adds the black bars on the top and the left, and it might help as well just saturating it as well as like every clip. Saturating the clips is just so important, if I'm being honest. It makes the clip look that much nicer, believe it or not. And yeah, effectively, what we can do with the music as well, another key tip is fade in. So if you go to the edit music bit, press square, go to fade in. For the first like 5 seconds, the music's going to fade in, and it's going to allow the cinematics to essentially bring the music to life, if you will. So the first 5 seconds will look a little bit like this. So yeah, as you can see, the music sort of builds up. It's so much nicer than just having the music at the set volume, you know, all the way through. Now obviously I turned the music down just to show this tutorial, but obviously I'm going to turn the music volume up. Believe it or not, I would highly advise having the music volume at like maybe 40, 50, because otherwise the clips are going to be, you know, too low, especially the pump shots and stuff like that. So I'm just going to check what the volume's like now. So as you can see, there was 2 pump shots that I hit in this clip. The first one you can kind of hear, the second one you cannot. But fear not, because I've got a method that is going to blow your mind. It's not, but it's very helpful. So what you want to do at this point, obviously, let's just imagine you've done this with effectively every clip on your montage. You just want to save it, because as you can see, I've effectively rendered it as its own separate video. And as you remember, I added track 2s, which as they've been rendered, they don't appear as track 2s now. So obviously that was the like flash effect, which if I play the clip you'll still see. So as you can see, they're there, and well, you know, and obviously music as well. That isn't appearing underneath as well, because it's all rendered in this thing, which when you render your entire montage it will be the exact same, meaning you can add extra sound effects and, you know, flash effects, blah blah blah. One of the things I'm going to add is a pump shot that I downloaded. I downloaded just a regular pump shot sound effect, which sounds like this, which you can use to actually make your clips sound so much nicer. Obviously this only works with like creative and in gamers that actually include a pump at this point, because obviously pump's gone or removed, sorry, in the new season, but in creative you can still use them as well. And effectively all I've got to do now is trim the clip to the point where it kind of fits. At this point I'm gonna cut it off here, and then I need to, actually I think this might work, believe it or not. Okay, so the first one works, and I'm just gonna add it for the second one. And boom, just like that, you have the opening to your montage. And this is very, very basic, but it's still effective.
Since I loved you, I cannot love anymore. Yeah, I got a lot, but I always wanted more. YSL, Cologne, rockin' Christian Dior. On my way to the top, I can never avoid. We come from different cloths, so you don't understand me.
boom, very cool. Now as you notice, the audio for the actual original clip dipped at the same time as the pump shot sound effect. Effectively all you need to do to fix that is just go to the volume of it and set it so it doesn't prioritize, which basically means you go to this. I'm trying to get to the, I forgot how you get to the prioritize, there you go. Just turn that off and then it won't, the background audio won't quiet just for that specific clip. So as you watch it back now, you'll notice it. And boom. Obviously what I didn't do is show you how to customize cinematics, but effectively I will make my own video on that just because I think it's worthy of a video, and then you can put 2 and 2 together in future montages, and boom. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys did find this video helpful. If you did, then it would mean the world to me if you guys could subscribe to the channel and consider using code MvPElliot in the Fortnite item shop if you want to support the channel further. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave a like as well, and yeah, peace.